What's up, world? It's your boy MQ coming to you live in full effect. And today I'm testing out a mukbang. It's a shame how I can literally watch mukbangs for longer than I would like to admit right now. And so I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and give this a shot. Why not? You know, I love to talk. I feel like I've got the gift of gab, so let me go ahead and get some Popeyes, and let you guys watch me enjoy. And I hope that when you're watching, you're enjoying food too, although a lot of times I'll just watch them and not be eating, which is really weird. Especially like if I order food, I'll watch a mukbang almost to make me hungrier. Works for me. So what we have here is some chicken. Should I do a thumbnail? I got some chicken, Cajun fries, and a biscuit. Probably notice how much I'm shaking because I always shake, so don't hate. Then we got some Cajun mashed potatoes. Ooh, can you see that steam? Ooh, and I am so hungry, let me tell you. So I'm not even gonna give too much of an intro. Let me just get straight into my meal. I'm gonna eat a little bit, and then I'll probably talk some about what I got a Dr. Pepper too. I don't drink soda that often, so don't hate. I'm getting warm already, child. Let me take this off. Yeah, I'm starving. I had a slice of pizza for lunch, and then I was like running around all day, so needless to say, a bitch is hungry. So let me just go get straight into my meal. Let's dig in. Yeah, had a pretty busy day. I already know the way I'm sitting is not gonna last long because the way how my back is set up, bitch, this is 30. Oh, that's a little better. I feel like you can see me maybe a little bit more too. I love some Popeyes. Here, have some. Some. Let's see how many of these. Yeah. I wanted to tell you guys about my trip to Dublin. Last week, I had the opportunity to go to Dublin, Ireland for the first time. That was amazing, incredible. I had a great time. I went there for work, so a lot of work was definitely done. Even though I was working, I did still sneak in some time to, you know, experience the nightlife. Because no matter where I go, I'm the type of person that loves to see the nightlife. I want to go to the bars. I want to go to the clubs. I want to, you know, drink and have fun. Like, that's just me. Like, that's totally my personality. Like, I'm not the type that needs to go see the oldest library in the country or go to, like, see a castle or go to a museum. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that just never really entertained me. So damn good. I told Johnny to eat some first, and then I could talk. So I was actually in Austin Texas the week prior to going to Dublin, and I was there for a conference. So altogether, I was traveling for 2 weeks. My life, yeah, so that was definitely an interesting experience. So I left Austin on Friday. Had to take a connecting flight at JFK. Altogether, flying was like 9-10 hours to get to Dublin. And mind you, I just so happened to be going to Dublin at the same time as one of my teammates, so who's from Austin. So that was really cool to have someone to experience with. And like we didn't like I knew he was going, and I knew we would be there at the same time and we'd link up and stuff, but I didn't know that we'd end up on the same plane, and we did. So that was really cool, and so we got to really like, you know, experience Dublin together. He had been before, so he kind of had that knowledge, which I'm happy about, because I don't know that I would have done the trip as well as I did if it weren't for him. And so that was great. It was also great because we landed in Dublin at 4:55 a.m. But our hotels were booked were booked for Saturday. And so, you know, with hotels, you can't usually check in till like 3 or 4. So we're like, shit, like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, we got mad time. And mind you, I didn't sleep 1 ounce on the plane. So by the time we had got to Dublin, I don't even know what it is with the time difference, but I know it was like close to being, it was probably like 16, 17, 18 hours awake. And so I was like, boom. The biscuit. Now, you guys know Popeyes has the driest biscuits in America, but they are really, really good. So I made a suggestion that when we get there, let's hang out in the airport for a couple hours, you know. Let's try to kill some time. Lucky for us, there was a bar open at 5 in the morning at the airport. I was like, turn it off! Well, it wasn't a bar. It was like a market. And they sold beer. And so we just both kept buying rounds and rounds and rounds. And I think by the time we had each been on like 6 beers, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I would say I was buzzed. I wasn't like drunk. And you know, I don't know if you've ever drank when sleep deprived, but it kind of takes a little bit longer to hit you. So I was just feeling a little delirious and delusional, to be honest with you. And then we decided to just go to our hotels and see how early they would let us check in. Luckily, our hotels were literally like right up the street from one another. And so we stopped at mine first, and they were like, oh, you can come back at noon. And mind you, at this time, it's like 8:30. And I was like, okay, cool. Can I just drop my bags off? They were super nice. They let me like pre-check in everything, drop my bags off. We went to my teammate's hotel, dropped his stuff off. They told him 12 as well. And so we're like, okay, 3.5 hours. Not bad. We can do this. So we're staying at Stephen's Green, like this big park with a bunch of shopping areas and hotels, and actually, indeed, like that's where we work, right there. And we just ended up going to mad different bars, and I experienced a Guinness in Dublin for the first time, and that was incredible. Like, everyone told me it's gonna taste so amazing there, and it's not anything like America, and you'll never want one in America again. And they were right. It's so creamy and just good. Like, too good. Because I was drinking them like water while I was there. So we probably did like 3 or 4 different bars. Throwing back Guinness. Went to get food. And then by the time I hit that room, bitch, I jumped right into that bed and passed out. I want to see if I could dip this in here. Yeah. I was dead to the bed. But I probably only slept like 4.5, 5 hours, maybe. Because I'm like, it's Saturday, I'm in Dublin, like, I want to go out. Huh. Met up with my coworker, had dinner, had a couple drinks, and we hit the town. And luckily, our hotels were right around the corner from a strip where these really cool clubs and bars were. The first one, I wasn't really feeling. So, the bouncers had us standing outside in a line for no fucking reason. Like, I literally think they just did it because the bar across the street was really popping, and they wanted to make it look like this one was too, so they just had us standing out there. And then these drunk kids come up, probably between the ages, it was a group of them, guys and girls, probably between the ages of like 18 to 21, because mind you, the drinking age is 18 there. One of them turned to me and was like, I like your hair, like I want to get my hair like that, like how do you get your hair like that? And part of me felt like he was being a little sarcastic, so I wasn't trying to be like, oh, no. I was a little guarded and a little like throwing sarcasm back. I was like, oh, you got a long way to go, like this didn't come easy, this took some time, and we're shooting the shit a little bit. And then one of his friends behind us is like, oh, shut up, to his friend. I forget, he said his name, shut up, Michael, whatever the boy's name was. And he's like, you sound like a queer. And already I'm on alert, like. And then another friend jumped in and said something, and then his friend was like, oh, 2 queers. And again, I'm just like, this boy needs to chill the fuck out. And the boy next to me starts talking to me again, and he's like, oh, where are you from? I was like, America. He was like, what part? I was like, Connecticut. And then douchebag behind us again goes, I hate Americans. So at this point, I'm like, okay, he's definitely like, you know, feeling away and trying to start some shit. And he's so lucky that I was not drunk at that point, because when I'm drunk, I'm ready to pop. I'm always ready to pop off, but as I've gotten older, I know when and where. No, actually, I just know how to restrain myself, and I just know it's not necessary, it's not worth it, especially with some young punk. Like, that would have gotten me nowhere. So I just turned around and gave him a look like, chill the fuck out. My teammate was like, you know what, come on, let's go. We're not staying here. So we bounced. And I wasn't about to let that ruin my night, so we hit up a couple other clubs and bars, and it was a great time. And then eventually we're at this really, really cool spot, and we meet these guys. Like, they literally just came up to the table that we were at. One dude said to me, he was like, you're the best dressed person here, so I feel like we need to sit with you. Do you mind if we sit with you guys? And I had on my little flamingo button up, and so I was like, you know what, sure, whatever. This big ginger guy, like, he was like really big, and I was just like, sure, whatever. He came up with 2 of his friends. They started shooting the shit with us. Let me tell you, people in Dublin are really nice. Despite the punks that I met earlier that first night, people were really friendly. And these 3 guys were dope. Like, we were shooting shit with them all night. And the big ginger one, he was flirting with me. I don't give a fuck, he was flirting with me. And I was flirting back. And he just was like really obsessed with the fact that I was gay and could not stop like bringing it up. And like, I wasn't offended at all. I have no qualms about the fact that I'm gay. Like, I don't really care. But I'm just like, you're really curious. Like, and then he was like complimenting me, and then he would like poke my sides, and at one point, like, he took his jacket off and put it over. I'm like sitting on a stool, and he puts his jacket over me like I was cold. I felt like I was literally on a date with this guy, and he was my boyfriend. And yeah, we ended up spending the rest of the night with them, and then they brought us to this other club, which was so dope. I had this rooftop area that was so cool, and me and him were really just like flirting all night. And like, I thought he was giving me vibes. Even at one point, like, this other kid had come up and was talking to me, and he was super nice, super friendly. He was telling me how he's like a cop and all this stuff. And I I called him pretty. I told him he was pretty. And he was like blushing and like he took it as such a compliment. He's like, oh my God, like nobody's ever told me that. Like, thank you so much. You're so nice. Da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And old dude, Ginger, is totally jealous. And I could tell he was jealous. And so I was hamming it up even more. Like, the fuck? That's what I do. And so, yeah, long story short, had a great night with them. I decided to, you know, be a bold one, or maybe it was just because I had, like, I don't even know how much I fucking drank that night. Went from Mad Guinness, switched over to vodka sodas, and so, you know, your boy was lit. As I was going back to my hotel, decided to slide into Ginger's DMs and got rejected. But you know what? It is what it is. Like, I'm not even the type to really, like, slide into somebody's DMs. This was totally, like, I'm in Dublin YOLO type of situation. And then, plus, like, he never confirmed to me that he was into guys. So it was a risk just in and of itself. It didn't work out. I'm not embarrassed because I'll probably never see him again. It was what it was. Thankfully, did not run into him again because he was really like loud and obnoxious. And I felt like if I ran into him again at some point during the week I was there, he would have like blurted out to everyone what I said to him in the DM. I mean, I would just own it, but yeah, that's what I said. It is what it is. But didn't run into that, so that was great. So yeah, that was my first night in Dublin, and it was great. Like, I had a really good time the rest of the time as well. Got to go to the Jameson Distillery, tons of bars, clubs, restaurants, walked around a lot. The offices are beautiful, met so many cool people. Got more matches on Tinder in like a day than I do in a week at home, but I'll save that for another video. Yeah, it was a great time. I really enjoyed myself, and I can't wait to go back. I'll definitely go back one day. I don't know when, but I will definitely go back one day. It's funny because a year ago, I had applied for a promotion on the team that I had been on forever and didn't get it. And that shit crushed me. And I just felt like I was always passed up for opportunities on that team. And unjustly, to be honest with you. And like, especially when it came to like traveling with the company, like I always was hoping that I'd get chosen to travel somewhere cool and fun with the company. And I just never got chosen. I was never the one. Cut to a year later, I'm in Dublin. I've been to Austin 3 times this year. Singapore's on my list. California in the fall for sure. And who knows where else. Like, Dublin trip came up like 3 weeks before. So who knows where. But it's just funny how life turns around. And things don't always work out because they're not meant for you. So I'm balling now, not crawling. So yeah. I think that's about it. This food's about done. I'm just like picking at it now, but oh, child, I was so hungry. It's been real. It's been fun. If you like this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe and leave me comments about how you think I did for my first mukbang, because they're only going to get better from here. And let me know some ideas of what you want to see on my channel. I just got a ring light, so I think I'm popping. So I'm definitely down to make some videos. So, this is MQ. Signing off. This is MQ, signing off. Ciao for now.